two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
When you talk about this Seahawk defense,
they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it?
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Stroud.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Why, Tony. Hey, uno. 19 Texas.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. He'll drop this one down to Mixon.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
On the tweak, right? Hey, uno more. Let the hot.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Stroud out of the gun here.
Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
11.
Stroud looking to throw. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
No receivers open, so he was forced to put that one into Puget Sound. That's a great job defensively blanketing those receivers, and ultimately a smart idea by him just to get the ball out of there.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense, and they were there to help force the incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hey, uno.
Here's Stroud.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Stephon Diggs. His third touchdown now on the year.
And the Texans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
Throwing to start the drive. Travis.
Throw out line to Walker.
2 yards on the pickup there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
You look at the defense for these Texans.
They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
I was so proud of you in our meeting with the defensive coordinator because you asked the question that set him off. And all you said was, so what improvement do you need to see this week, Coach? And, boy, he got fired up, didn't he? Takeaways. We need turnovers. We've got to create them. Got so animated, jumped up in our meeting. It was fun to watch.
Somehow I always upset a coordinator in those meetings. Yeah. But they like you.
His throw complete right side to the tight end, Parham.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
The Seahawks at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
Hawk 70. Hawk. Hey. Check that. Check that. Hut, hut.
First carry here for Kenneth Walker III.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line.
Check go.
And going right back to Walker.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Ready? 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Cowboy 80. Go.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Second and 10.
Ready?
Off play action. Travis. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But but it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Now the Iowa State product, it's Kene Nwangu.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. As they come up now, second and goal.
Okay, ready?
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. Keeping it himself from 7 yards out.
And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
No run back here for Jones. A touchback.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Back to Mixon on second down.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And Stroud now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
Ow, what's that? What? Buggy. Why Tony?
Now Stroud.
His throw incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 2J.
Mixing up the middle. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Here we go.
Stroud working out of the gun.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Let's go. Ready?
Looking to throw. Travis. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Third down and 13.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun, Travis. Flush to his right. And got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37.
44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Operating from the gun, Travis. Catch is made by Metcalf. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Texans. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. He may go. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing now is Stroud. Steps away to his left. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. C.J. Stroud with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready up.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. And Danielle Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Travis. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback because that was awfully close.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Jalen Petrie picks it off, and the Texans are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football.
Escaping the pressure right.
He's got it to Collins, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter.
And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this 3rd quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
This one goes underneath to Walker.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Cougar 19. 70 Lion. Ready.
Looking to throw. Travis. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 34-yard line.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, Most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and 7.
Go! Liking 18! Reload! Hut, hut.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They need to get this to the 24 on third down.
19 Tiger.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Take go.
That's caught left side by Hardman. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw, and they're set up now with a first and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Go!
Walker is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3.
A loss of 2 there, second down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal.
Walker once more. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2.
Third down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. And he fires one, but incomplete. You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been at a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal?
No, I have not. That's a good point.
Yeah, they always want to go for it, and I think they've got the right idea right now. The way they've moved the ball in this drive, I wouldn't stop that momentum. Go get it.
So out now is the Seattle field goal team. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
From the 41, here's second down and 7.
Again, it's Mixon. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
3rd down and 1.
Flag. Good. Flag.
Stroud to throw it.
Just keeping the play alive.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Well, I think you have to forgive him just a little bit here because he's out of the pocket trying to make a play. But he rushes this throw and just wings it downfield right over the head of his wide-open receiver.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
They're going for it. Here's Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest. I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the 1st down, but they decided to keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, that decision paid off indeed. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Why, Tony?
In motion, the tight end.
Hey.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Hey, uno.
Back to throw again. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his 1st sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Oh, right.
Stroud will look to throw once more.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, We speed left, speed left. Look to hot, look to hot.
Back to throw. Stroud. Buying time to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
This offense so far on third down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, south, south, south.
Looking to throw. Stroud. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Lawrence Cager, a 20-yard touchdown.
And the Texans are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Come on, come on.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Ready, ready.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Ready.
Operating from the gun, Travis completes it to Hardman.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
They'll look to throw again.
Locates Hardman for another catch.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Finding Walker complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Kenneth Walker, 38 yards. And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
Velus Jones now from his end zone. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And some room to roam now. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well. I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Stroud.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. And a timeout taken. Just 6 seconds away from the 2-minute warning. This defense wanted to stop the clock prior to that, and they do. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
11.
A shotgun snap to Stroud.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down.
So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. You'd have to here, 2nd and 11.
Here's Stroud.
He's got it complete to Diggs, right side.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Why, Tony?
To throw with Stroud.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
This is 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Second.
Throwing to start the drive. Travis. He'll find Metcalf. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10. Now wasted time going right back to DK Metcalf.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Here's 1st and 10.
Go! Go!
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Finding Hardman here over the middle.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
Let's go.
Here's 1st down.
Operating from the gun. Travis flushed out right. This one into the hands of Metcalf.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Now 2nd and 4.
Set. Ready.
Back to throw. Travis eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Here we go. Set.
Now 1st and goal.
Ready.
Off the play fake. Travis.
He'll find the Wangu underneath.
And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So now with little time remaining, they'll have this and maybe one more play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Hey, uno. Nike Texas.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Houston, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew,